What if I told you that back in 1947, quantum physics uncovered something so profound that, if you truly understood it, it could completely change the way you manifest your desires? Imagine discovering that the reason the law of attraction hasn't been working for you has nothing to do with whether you're visualizing correctly or saying affirmations long enough, but everything to do with a hidden misunderstanding about how your brain actually functions. Stay with me, because Dr. John Demartini is about to take you on a journey that blends science, spirituality, and psychology in a way that will absolutely blow your mind. For years, people have been told that manifestation is all about thinking positive and imagining the life you want. While that sounds nice, for most people it leads to frustration. You repeat affirmations, you make vision boards, you try to feel happy when you're not, but nothing seems to change. Why? Because manifestation isn't about rejecting negative experiences and forcing positivity. It's about something far deeper, something that quantum physics and neuroscience have been pointing toward for decades. In this video, we're exploring Dr. John Demartini's revolutionary perspective on manifestation. His work doesn't just reframe the law of attraction, it exposes why the old methods fail and what you must do differently if you want to access the full power of your mind and the universe. This isn't just self-help. This is science. And if you're willing to see manifestation in a completely new way, you'll finally understand why your past efforts felt blocked and how to remove those blocks once and for all. Let's rewind to 1947. Physicist Paul Dirac published a groundbreaking theory in quantum mechanics. He discovered something that shocked the scientific world. For every particle, there must exist an antiparticle. That means if there is a positive particle, there must be a negative particle paired with it. And when these opposites collide, something incredible happens. They annihilate and release pure light energy, known as gamma photons. Now, here's where Dr. John Demartini enters the picture. As a teenager, just 18 years old, he stumbled across this concept. He read about how light is created when opposites unite, and it triggered a life-changing question in his mind. If positive and negative physical particles unite to produce light, what would happen if we could unite positive and negative emotions? Could the integration of opposites in our emotional lives produce something like enlightenment? That one question became the seed of decades of research, teaching, and discovery. This leads us to one of the biggest misunderstandings in the law of attraction community. Most people believe that to manifest what they want, they must focus only on the positive. Wealth without debt, love without conflict, success without failure, happiness without sadness. But here's the problem. Reality doesn't work that way. Just as every particle has an antiparticle, every life experience has its polarity. And when you try to force yourself to want only the positive and avoid the negative, you create internal resistance. Neuroscience shows us why. When you chase a fantasy, say, I want to be happy all the time, or I want money but no responsibility, your brain activates the amygdala, which is designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. The amygdala is reactive, emotional, and short-sighted. It doesn't have access to the bigger picture. By polarizing your focus, you actually weaken your attraction power. You're literally telling your subconscious, I don't want reality, I only want half of it. And just like trying to cut a magnet in half, it doesn't work. You can't have north without south. You can't have light without dark. And you can't have true manifestation without embracing both sides of experience. This is why most people's vision boards fail. Deep down, their subconscious knows the fantasy they're chasing isn't aligned with their authentic values. It's based on external expectations, cultural conditioning, or ego-driven desires. So what's the solution? Dr. Demartini introduces what he calls the fifth dimension approach to manifestation. Instead of chasing one-sided outcomes, you learn to embrace both sides simultaneously. Think about it. When you enter a relationship, it will not only give you love, affection, and intimacy, it will also challenge you, test your patience, and reveal your insecurities. When you start a business, it won't just deliver financial freedom and purpose, it will also bring setbacks, stress, and responsibility. Most people try to manifest only the good half of these experiences, rejecting the challenges. But the truth is, both sides are part of the package. The moment you embrace that reality, you dissolve resistance. You stop fighting life. And in that state of balance, something profound happens. You unlock what Demartini calls enlightenment. Enlightenment isn't about floating away on a cloud of bliss. It's about being fully present, fully balanced, and fully engaged with life as it is, not as you wish it would be. That's where manifestation becomes powerful, because you're no longer trying to force a fantasy into existence. You're working with reality as it is. Here's where brain science makes this even more powerful. When you set goals aligned with your highest values, the things that truly matter most to you, not what others expect, you activate the forebrain, specifically the medial prefrontal cortex. Neuroscientists literally call this region the seat of the self. Why? Because it's the most interconnected part of your brain. It draws information from all other regions, integrates it, and helps you make long-term, strategic decisions. Even more importantly, the forebrain has direct pathways to your visual centers, unlike the amygdala. That means when you visualize from this higher brain state, you're not daydreaming. You're literally wiring your brain to see, plan, and create your desired reality. This is exactly why world-class athletes like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant didn't just think positive. They strategically visualized every movement, every challenge, every possible obstacle, and how they would overcome it. They were programming their executive brain to handle both the benefits and the drawbacks of success. So how can you use this in your own life? 1. Stop chasing fantasies. Be honest. Are you pursuing goals because they truly inspired you, or because they look good on social media, impress family, or match society's definition of success? Fantasies create resistance. Authentic goals create flow. 2. Balance your intentions. Pick one goal and write down at least 20 benefits and 20 drawbacks of achieving it. For example, if you want wealth, list the freedom it brings and the new responsibilities it demands. If you want love, list the joy and the challenges. This exercise forces your brain into balance, dissolves fantasies, and puts you in alignment with reality. 3. Embrace contrast. Life is built on contrast. Just as light and shadow define one another, success and failure give each other meaning. Dr. Demartini uses the temperature example. Place your hand in cold water, then warm. It feels hot. Place your hand in hot water, then warm. It feels cold. Same temperature, different perception, all because of contrast. When you stop resisting life's contrasts, you stop being thrown off course by temporary setbacks. When you integrate these principles, you're not just using another manifestation technique. You're stepping into a paradigm shift that blends ancient wisdom, quantum physics, and modern neuroscience. You stop trying to manifest a one-sided fantasy and start manifesting from authenticity, balance, and presence. The old way of manifesting was like trying to sail with your anchor still dropped. You could move a little, but you were always struggling. This new approach is like pulling up the anchor and letting the wind of your values carry you forward. Suddenly, life feels lighter. Opportunities flow more naturally. And most importantly, you stop sabotaging yourself. So here's your challenge, and it's more than just homework. Pick one goal you've been struggling to manifest. Write down 20 benefits and 20 drawbacks of achieving it. Be brutally honest. You'll be shocked by how much resistance melts away when you see the full picture. Next, ask yourself, is this goal truly mine? Or am I climbing someone else's mountain? Most people spend their lives pursuing dreams that aren't even theirs. Don't make that mistake. Finally, when you visualize this goal, don't just imagine the rewards. Imagine yourself navigating the setbacks with strength and gratitude. Feel yourself embracing both sides of the experience. That's the secret to magnetizing real opportunities without resistance. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share. What's one fantasy you've been chasing that's actually keeping you stuck? And what's one authentic value you've uncovered about yourself from this video? I read every comment, and your story might inspire someone else's breakthrough. If this video opened your mind to a deeper understanding of manifestation, hit that like button. It helps others find this life-changing content. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because in my next video, I'll reveal the exact set of questions Dr. Demartini uses to reprogram the subconscious mind for effortless success. Remember this: you're not here to manifest a perfect life. You're here to manifest an authentic life. There's a massive difference. And now, you know what it is. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stop chasing fantasies and start embracing reality, because that's where your real power lies.